So this is why I decided not to sell IULs or annuities, but actually sell final expense life insurance, especially just starting out. So I actually, if you don't know who I am, my name is Johnny. I actually started selling life insurance about 3.5 years ago. And I started selling mortgage protection, IULs, and annuities. The challenge with selling these bigger high ticket items, I'll give you the pros and cons. So the pros are that you can make a higher commission, right? You can average case size instead of being a $1,200 to $1,500 policy. You're going to be averaging 3 to 5K as your average case size, right? The challenge with it though is not all of that is what you're going to be getting paid on, obviously, if you're structuring the IUL correctly. And so you can have these higher cases. The flip side to that though, so I'll just give you pros. So that's number one. Number two is the pros are, it's just the retention is better. The sales process and sales cycle is longer. However, the retention is going to be a lot higher, right? It wouldn't be unheard of to have a 85 to 90% 13-month persistency, because you have to go through so many hoops to actually get the policy. And you're just dealing with a better clientele for the most part, right? Somebody who has money, who's working, who has a job, that's financially responsible, that when they make a decision, they're going to follow through and stick with it. They're going to prioritize it. And another pro is that you can actually use an IUL while you're still living. And so that's another thing that's been going around and circulating a lot in the life insurance space, is that with an IUL, you can actually use it while you're still alive, right? There's cash value that's built up. You can become your own bank, etc. I'm not going to go too deep into that, but that's a huge pro to be able to sell it, right? So not only is it going to pay out when you die, or they're actually going to be able to experience it when they pass, right? And after they're still living, but if it's just nice because they can actually use it right now when they are still alive. So those are the pros. And you're probably not going to have to to be able to make six figures. You're probably not going to have to do a ton of volume to be able to get there. And just a very easier client to work with, I could imagine. So, and when I did it, it was awesome. People bought it. It wasn't sold a ton. Now the cons of it, there's a lot, and personally why I just haven't sold it. There's ethical reasons, but then also I think that there's other reasons outside of that, is from a business perspective, to be able to actually get the most out of my time. Number one is, again, the sales cycle is long, right? 45 to 60 days when you're just getting started in the life insurance space. Most people just do not have the capability to wait 45 to 60 days to get paid. And sometimes you just have to go through pending requirements. You have to get wet signatures. There's a lot of processes to make sure that they can get that, right? Another thing is that there's just a lot of false marketing out there. So they're saying, oh, I could become my own bank. I could do this. This is the secret that the rich know that poor people don't, etc. And you're going to get that in any life insurance that you sell. I get that when I sell final expense to this day. But the difference is that they have this perception, right? They have everybody wants to buy a Ferrari, where rarely you see people actually driving it. And the reason why is because everybody wants what they can't have. And if you structure it correctly, you're not going to get paid a ton, right? And so you could sell a $6,000 deal, but if you structure it right, you get paid maybe $2K or maybe $1,000 or so, give or take. And so a lot of stuff can get caught in underwriting. Another thing is not only do you have to go through the sales learning curve, you have to go through the product learning curve. And so you have to be a sales professional and an expert. When somebody's committing to $500 to $700 to $1,000 a month, it can be really, really challenging to be able to actually make that money. So, and actually get those cases approved. So there's a lot that goes into that, but you also have to have the product knowledge. So I think for a bang for your buck perspective, and wanting to get a really quick start in the industry, I highly recommend just starting with final expense, a very simplified issue. If you sell something today, it gets approved, you get paid in the next 1 to 3 business days. You're not getting paid 45 to 60 days later, and you don't have to front a lot of the costs, because final expense, if you're doing a free lead program like I have, I mean, we pay for your leads for you, right? If that sounds at all interesting to you, apply in the description below. There's a whole video that goes over it. Or if you're wanting to be a broker, I mean, we do that as well. And leads are actually a little bit cheaper than what they'd be on an IUL. So there's a lot of pros and cons to it. I think if you're just wanting to start out in the industry, make 6 figures a year, really dial in and hone in on transactional sales and get really good at sales, which is going to feed your family for the rest of your life, and personally has literally changed my life as I'm sitting here in my first house in the backyard, which is awesome, right? Like, sales literally changed my life. Final expense changed my life. And so I started off with IULs, annuities, etc. But instead of focusing on so much on product, just focus on getting good at sales, because you're going to be able to feed your family for life. And product knowledge is a lot easier than sales knowledge, because if you can learn how to sell, you're going to have a job for the rest of your life. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Subscribe to the channel right now, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.